Hey guys, this is just, well, hopefully if everything goes well, if everything goes as planned, this will just be clipped onto the end of the video or series of videos. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Apparently when I was messing around, so a couple of things. Apparently when I was messing around with the debug console, it continually turned on and off my recording software for some reason. So it clipped in and out several times, and the only thing that you really missed is I eventually did clip into the ground and explored around in that area. We saw no evidence at all that Nathanos was alive. He wasn't patrolling anywhere in that area. There was no sign that he was anywhere in that area or near that area. He wasn't deeper. He wasn't further into the area where the Aurora was. And obviously I had a sort of limited range with the amount of time that I had, but I was using the Sea Glide to move around as fast as I could, and I didn't see any sign of him at all. So I just have to assume I came to the conclusion that for all extents and purposes, he went the same way as Roger, rest in peace. And we're going to call that one a draw, I guess. So 3-0-1, because I didn't die to the Reaper. I did lose a prawn, but he also, I guess, quote unquote, died the same way. He's gone now. I don't know where he is. There's no sign of him. Just gone. So I'm gonna have to change some things around about the video, and it looks like I'm gonna have to learn a little bit about editing so that I can clip all the little pieces of video together, because I can't load an hour and 40 minutes video, first of all, onto YouTube with any sort of reliability. So I'm gonna have to learn how to. First of all, I'm gonna have to cut that video at least in half, and or something. I don't know. But at the very, 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 very minimum, I'm gonna have to cut this probably onto the end of the other videos. Otherwise, I'm gonna end up with just some terrible looking playlist that has like 40-minute video, and then it starts with an hour and 40 minutes, and then a 40-minute video, and then like two little videos that are like a minute and a half and 3 minutes long, which is when the software was kicking in and off. And then there's a big area that was just cut out for some reason. It must have had to do with the keys that I assigned when I was doing the debug commands. Maybe either O or L or P or something. One of those hotkeys must start or stop the recording software, respectively. I don't know which shortcut that is. So yeah, I'm not playing right now, as you can see. I'm not doing anything in particular, but I didn't just want to have a black screen up there. You know, I don't show you guys me because I don't think that I'm going to be that entertaining to you. But I don't just want to provide you with nothing to look at, okay? At the very least, you can look at this logo, have a little bit of background music. But yeah, I just wanted you guys to know what was going on with all of that stuff. I'm gonna have to do a lot of background work to fix that up, but for now, that's all I can really do with the game itself, I think, until we start changing around some of the prawn arm suit upgrades and do some of the more creative stuff, because right now I'm still just in double claw mode, and that's not something I want to stick with forever. There's a bunch of other stuff I want to try, and I'm gonna probably record all of it. I do know where the dunes is now. That's one of the things that I've explored out to, but I'm a little more leery to take fights with Reapers out in the dunes. Not necessarily because of the edge of the map, though that is a factor, but well, for several reasons. One is it's away from everything. It's away from my base. Bases, I guess I should say, it's away from everything that I have established. So it's kind of off in its own little area. That's the first thing. Also, there tends to be warpers out there in that area, and if I encounter a warper in the middle of a fight, that could be completely disastrous. I don't know how a Reaper and a warper are going to interact, first of all, if at all. But to be like in the middle of a Reaper battle and then have him warp me out of my prawn suit would be catastrophe, because I don't generally carry a stasis rifle or a repulsion cannon or a propulsion cannon on me. The only thing that I carry in terms of weapons on me generally is just a thermal knife, which I know is bad, because now that I'm going into areas where there are warpers, I need to carry something to defend myself against them. But yeah, so I don't know what we're gonna do with that. I may just end up having to start spawning Reapers in. I don't really want to do that either, but I don't know. We'll find out. Right, and the third thing is that there's multiple Reapers in that area, in the dunes area. They tend to, there's multiple Reapers out there. And I know there was multiple Reapers in the Aurora Wreck area, but they seem to have a higher patrol area to me, that there's not as many as once, or not as many patrolling at once in a given area in the Aurora Wreck as you saw today, hopefully, as there are in the dunes. So I'm a little hesitant to do that, but we may have to if the Reapers don't spawn back in. I'm not actually noticing that the Reapers spawn back in. I think that Nathanos was not a respawn of the original Reaper that was in front of the Aurora. I think that he was a different one, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I'll try to keep you guys up to date on that if I can, while I'm mining all the supplies back up that I used and lost in Roger today. So yeah, I guess that's about it. Not much else to say there for that. Some of the things that I plan to do, we're gonna do probably the grapple arm and drill arm. I hear you can actually grab onto a Reaper Leviathan and like ride it around, so we're gonna see if we can maybe do that. I might do like a double drill arm just to see how much higher of a DPS that is than just using the claws, if we can do that. And then I have another idea in mind that I want to try out, which I'm not gonna ruin for you, but let's just say it involves a little bit of extra creativity, and we would have no melee arms at all. I'll leave that one up to interpretation, and we'll see if we can get that one done. And finally, I still want to take care of Samael, the safety Reaper at the back of the Aurora. I think he's still there. I'll have to double check that for sure. I'll go ahead and give a teaser. I'm thinking about trying to see if it's possible to use only a Seamoth on that battle rather than a prawn. I don't know if I'll actually do that, because I hear that gas torpedoes don't, that the, like if you've ever swam, for example, if you've ever swam through a gasopod and you take damage from the gasopod, the way that the poison works is it damages you, but the damage doesn't stick. As soon as you're out of the gas cloud of the gasopod, you heal that damage right back up. So the idea behind fighting a Reaper Leviathan with gas torpedoes, you may not be able to kill him because it may not do any actual lasting damage that sticks. And there's only vortex torpedoes and gas torpedoes. There's no explosive torpedoes, for example, that do damage that would stay with him. So I don't know if that's actually possible, but that's something I've been mulling around. And if I ever do that and try and see if it's possible, I will definitely record that so you guys can see it. That's about all I've got for today. I mean, I guess I want to do more. I want to try and go back in and maybe find another better fight for you guys if I can, because that Nathanos fight really kind of didn't resolve itself at all. But I don't think there's anything I can do right now. It takes too much time to set up for that kind of thing and scout around and make sure that there's Reaper Leviathans in the area with my Seamoth and all that kind of stuff. And I don't have anything prepared, so I really don't think there's anything I can do right now unless you want to tour my, I guess unless you want to tour my base. But that's kind of boring comparatively, I guess. And I already kind of showed you the inside of one of my bases. The only other thing I could show you was my zoo, and I don't think that's interesting enough to record by itself. So I don't think I have anything else for you today. Sorry. Sorry about that. I know it wasn't as exciting as maybe it normally was, but hopefully I'll be able to make that up to you. Hey, we did technically see Ghost Leviathans, right? So that was kind of exciting. Maybe that's what I'll try to do. I know there's a Ghost Leviathan somewhere around the mountains area. So maybe as a way to kind of make it up to you guys, maybe I'll try to fight the Ghost Leviathan and see if that's possible. Maybe that would be a little bit exciting. I don't know. We'll find out. That's it. That's all I got. Peace out. Enjoy your day. And take care.